Hello friends, my name is James. And this is my 1965 Alberg 30 sloop Tritea. We are on a mission to sail around the world and see as much of this beautiful planet as possible. We're currently working our way through the South Pacific. I can't wait to show you everything we see. Hello friends, we are in Port Denarau, Fiji, and today we're going to start the preparations for departing Fiji and doing the final push of the season to sail to New Zealand. On this episode, I'm going to kind of walk you guys through a lot of the steps that I'll be taking to prepare the boat for the passage. I'll talk about what's required as far as clearing out, what we have to do to prepare to enter New Zealand. We'll talk about provisioning, getting water, fuel. So this episode's a little different, but I think a lot of people who are interested in passage making, in cruising full time, and what all goes into it will find this interesting and helpful. So let's get into what it takes to leave Fiji and head to New Zealand. Okay, fresh back from getting provisions. I bought a little bit of food yesterday here at the port, and then today I went into Nadi, into the bigger town, which is like half-hour bus ride away, and found a really good grocery store and bought a bunch of stuff. So let's look at what I got. I bought a big bag of normal flour. I got a pretty cool bread recipe from some fellow cruisers, some Argentines, and they gave me some yeast and all the info on how to make bread. So we're gonna get into that. My friend Thomas, who I met, gave me this. I got some kimchi ramen, 5-pack, looks good. I got a big bag of chocolate chip cookies. I got power bars, which are always good when you're underway and it's rough and you just need to get something in your stomach. Grab it and knock it out. I bought some pasta, which I bought a couple boxes of pasta yesterday. Here. This is also what I bought yesterday. This is my favorite sauce. I found it in French Polynesia. It's kind of when I got addicted to it. Olive sauce. They have it at the grocery store up here, so I got a bunch of those, and then 2 other boxes of this same sort of shape pasta. Got 2 more jugs. I think I have 4 jugs of shelf-stable milk. In the UK, this stuff's called like UV milk. UHT full cream milk is what it's called here. So it's cool because you can just keep boxes of it on the shelf, and then when you're ready to use it, you know, you're not like, otherwise if I get a big thing of milk just regular style, it always goes bad because I don't drink it fast enough. I bought more tuna fish in the can. I already had some as well. I bought some brown lentils, cooked lentils. I like to have that with fresh rice. It's always good. I bought 2 boxes. I really like this boxed fruit juice that you can get. It's so good. Really good. Especially you can stow it and then toss it in the fridge and have really nice, delicious, good for you drink that's cold. Got long grain rice. So I was almost out of rice. Got some Tim Tams. Keep those in the fridge. And then I got some like houseware stuff like sponges and aluminum foil and stuff. I got a bowl, a bigger bowl to like mix stuff in. I've been mixing my I made scones yesterday, and I only have like a regular serving bowl. It was really difficult to mix it in, so especially for making bread and stuff, I think I'll need a little bit bigger bowl. I probably need to get a bigger one than this too, but let me see. And so yeah, that's the provisions I got today. The things, oh, and I also got butter and cheese that's in the fridge. And I think the only things I'll still want to get right before I leave is like fresh fruits and vegetables, but I'll get that right before I leave. What else? The other thing, I'll do a little bit more provisioning here at this grocery store. This is smaller, a little more expensive, and a limited selection, but oh, I still got eggs yesterday, so I'll probably buy more eggs before I leave. And I think I have plenty of pasta sauce, and then I also have food left over still that's always on the boat. What else? I guess the only other thing I'll probably want to stock up on is I need to buy coffee, and I need to buy more cereal. I only have like 1 bag of cereal left. So, but a lot of the provisioning was done, and I'm looking good on food to get me all the way to New Zealand. Yeah, just a couple odds and ends to pick up right before I push out the gate. And then we're all set. Let me see how much I spent. So, in the last 2 days, I've spent 177 Fijian dollars, which is $80 US. So, that's pretty good. Considering, like, when I was in Bora Bora, I bought maybe a little bit more, but it was like $200. So, this is like way less than half of what that cost. That's the kind of stuff I buy for passage making. So that's where we're at with all the provisioning. Okay, it's time to fill up the main water tank. I don't have a water maker, so I fill up these jerry jugs wherever I can find potable water, and then transfer them into the main tank. These jerry jugs are 6 gallons each, or 23 liters. And my main water tank is 35 gallons that are custom built, which is 139 liters, I believe. There's a dock, like a slip very close by, that is for the charter boats, and they have a hose out, so I just take the dinghy over there, fill these up, and then come back, put them in, just go back and forth. Usually I just do it when I'm running into port or something. On the way back I'll stop and fill them up. The tank has a quarter of it right now, so I think it'll take 6 of these to really top it all the way up. And then obviously I'll fill each one of them up with fresh water to stow as backup. So that I have 2 isolated fresh water sources in case my main tank gets contaminated. So continuing on with the preparations to leave to sail to New Zealand, this morning we're going to take care of laundry. Got my soap, I got a single load of laundry, not a ton to do right now, and I'm bringing my toiletries and stuff so I can take a shower while I'm doing the laundry. We're gonna head up to the very, very nice and clean facilities. It's actually the nicest shower I've been in since leaving Los Angeles. Really hot water, and great water pressure, and it's as fancy as a fancy hotel, and a really nice laundry facility. So let's head up, get the load started, and go from there. These machines take tokens that you get from the marine office. It's $6 to wash, $6 to dry. That's $6 Fijian, which is like $2.70 US. They're these like little funny shaped token things. And there we have it, laundry is going. Now it's time for a shower. Okay, so on today's list of boat chores to get ready to leave, I'm going to go to the top of the mast to look at the top of the rig, check everything out, make sure it's happy. I'll be doing this solo with a professional like rappelling, like climbing gear with an ascender and a descender. I built this setup with the help of my friend Sai from sailing Luna boat in Oahu, and this is the first time I'll be using it solo out in the field. I did it in Oahu before I left, but I want to go up top and have an eyeball on what's happening up there. So this is the kind of thing you got to do when you're solo and you don't have someone to send you up. Breeze is coming in a little bit, but we're inside a harbor, so there's no swell. So swell is the real problem going up top when you're not at a dock. So I'm not too worried about it. All right, time to get up top. Okay, we're up top. Everything looks good. Rigging looks good. I just pulled off the wind gauge. It's right here. To try to figure out why it's not working. I think there's just water getting in there. I had done a repair on it in Los Angeles, and I think I need to redo the repair. See if we can get the wind meter working. But everything else looks solid. Looks good. Very happy with the state of things. You can see the shoals right there. Okay, all's well. Now it's time to head back down. Very happy with everything up here. Okay, it's time to get the boat ready to haul it out so that it can be pressure washed by the marina. You need documentation of having the bottom cleaned thoroughly before you are allowed to enter New Zealand. And it's not that expensive. It was actually, I think it's cheaper to have it hauled out and sprayed rather than having divers. I got a quote for the divers and they were saying 2 divers, 2 hours. I got brand new bottom paint. So there's more of a chance that they could rip me off if I send divers down, where if they fly it out, spray it with a pressure washer and put it back in, there's like no guessing as to what the final cost is going to be. But I'll be documenting it through video to show the biosecurity officers in New Zealand, and then I'll have the receipt showing everything they did from the marina. It's been storming all morning, so it's going to be a little wet getting this done. But it's just a short little drive around the end of the next pier to get into the travel lift. So let's go ahead and start that process. Okay, we got that knocked out. That was a big job. It's always nerve-wracking flying the boat out. But we got it done, and we got these 2 pieces of paper. One is just my receipt, and the other one is a list of everything that they did with the date and everything. So, that's awesome. This is what we need for New Zealand, along with the video I shot of them spraying it. And they do that to make sure that there's no invasive species brought from Fijian waters, or if I had growth from another place brought into New Zealand. They're very careful about protecting their marine life, which is great. So we got it knocked out. The total cost was only $152 US, which is pretty incredible. I was quoted like twice that for the dudes to dive on it. It was like, I can't remember how much they quoted me. They wanted 2 divers for 2 hours, which would have been totally unnecessary. And then they wanted like an extra 200 Fijian dollars to document it and give me certificates and stuff. It was like absurd how much they were trying to charge me. So I just figured it was good to fly it out. I could have a good look at the bottom. I could look at the rudder. The rudder looks fantastic. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. And those guys were nice. And we got that major task knocked out. Okay, the time has come to clear out of Fiji. I went yesterday to customs to try to clear out and found out that you need 24 hours advance notice. So I was able to book an appointment for 9 a.m. this morning. It was no big deal yesterday. Actually, today has better winds than yesterday did anyway. Yesterday was going to be very light once I get outside of the island. So today works out better as far as sailing goes. But every country's different. They all have different rules, and you kind of have to just like play it by ear and go from there. So all that's left to do, the boat's totally ready. Everything's ready to go. I'll go in and clear out at customs. He had me go to the marina office and print out all the paperwork. So I filled out all the paperwork yesterday. Basically, it's just like repetitive copies of what I filled out to clear in, all the exact same info. And then I go in, turn that into him. He had me take 5 photos of Tritea from all different angles, and I'll send him those photos via WhatsApp inside the office, so they have documentation of what the boat looks like when it left Fiji. And, you know, in case like I don't show up or something or whatever, so that they're like, okay, this is what the boat looks like if someone's looking for it. And then I settle up with the marina. I think the marina fees are going to be like $225 or something like that for the 2 weeks I've stayed on the mooring ball. And that's it. I'll probably grab breakfast so I can have one last cooked meal by someone that's not me. And yeah, then we're ready to go. So I'll probably try to leave here around 10:30 or 11. That way we can get to the outer reefs before sundown. It's like a 12-mile drive to get out of Fijian waters that's behind the barrier reef and out into the proper open ocean. So let's go ahead, head in and get the clear out knocked out. Okay, got all cleared out, got all my paperwork done. Now I just got to settle up with the marina and exchange currency, and we're ready to go. If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.